First and foremost, the game has changed so much in the past decade, for both producers and artists. Obviously, artists, the independent game is very strong right now. As an independent artist, you can still release records and tour, do everything that a major artist does, just do it independently. For producers, I think it's a little bit harder just because there's not as many examples, I guess. There's not as much precedence to go off of being an independent producer. And when I say independent, meaning like a producer who doesn't have major placements, who is not in the studio with like the artists at the top of the game. How do those guys who are, working with mostly independent artists, or just maybe not even working with artists at all, how do those guys eat and become successful in the music industry? I think what I've learned in the past couple years is that it's really all about focusing on your skill sets. What are you bringing to the game that is of value? Are you good at producing records? Are you good at, using social media? Maybe you just have like a really good personality. There's always an angle to kind of market and promote yourself as a brand. For producers, there's so many ways to make money. It's just that there's such a lack of education. Like, no one's really talking about how to do all these things and how to be successful as an independent producer. So, that's why I started Beat Club, because I saw the kind of huge void in the producer game of education and knowledge and that kind of stuff. There's just not a lot of producers at the top who are really trying to educate the guys at the bottom of how to get to where they are, and how that process happened. So for me, I felt like I was in a position to start helping producers at the bottom and educating them and allowing them to network and giving them opportunities. The ones who really deserve it, because there's a lot of those producers who just don't really deserve those opportunities because they're not putting in the work.